Hi, today I am going to show how to find out the vulnerabilities in WordPress by using WP scan. So please follow me and I will show you how to find out the vulnerabilities in WordPress in Kali Linux. So for that, first of all, you have to WordPress website, and then you have to test it and find out the vulnerabilities by WP scan. As you need to scan it WP scan, so at first you need to install the WP scan, or if you have your hacking environment ready by VMware, so then you do not need to do the installation again. By default, the WP scan installed in Kali Linux. So let's go. For doing so, I am first going to open my Kali Linux PC. Here I am turning on my Kali Linux PC for scanning. In the meantime, I am going to show you some process. Okay. Yes, this is my Kali Linux computer, and right click on the desktop and then open terminal. First of all, you need to ensure that WP scan already installed in your Kali Linux PC. For that, just open your terminal and then type WP scan. WP scan. Okay. If you able to see the message like here, then there's WP scan installed in your Kali Linux PC. So I am going to show you how to find out the vulnerable plugins, vulnerable themes, guessing the password, and also find out the username of a existing WordPress website. For that, first of all, you need to use the WP scan command, and then you have to supply the appropriate argument which one you want to find out. Okay. For doing that, I have already shortlisted a list of commands here in a Word file. See there. Not this. Yes. WP scan. This will run the WP scan program, and this URL parameter allows you to scan the URL after this, and then the enumeration to enumerate the WordPress site use directly enumerate. Then if you use the enumerate command directly, then it will access the whole website and find out all the vulnerabilities and like themes, plugins, users, etc. At a time. But if you want to use it in a specific way, then you have to use WP scan, then URL, and then enumerate, and then another argument BP. BP means here vulnerable plugins. This command will only find out the vulnerable plugins of a WordPress website. In the other way, if you use the VT argument after the enumerate command, then it will only find out the vulnerable themes installed on the WordPress website. In the same way, you also find out only the users of a WordPress website. So let's see here in Kali Linux PC. Okay. So now I am going to find out the vulnerabilities of a website of my own here. For that, type WP WP scan minus URL https bitlabtech.com minus enumerate. So first of all, I am going to show you the vulnerable plugins in my site. Okay, for that I am using the enumerate and VP. It will then see that it is asking for the upgrade of WP scan. So if you press enter, by default it will ignore, and if you press Y and then enter, then it will update. So I am not going to update, showing you how to update it. I am just skipping this by pressing enter, and then it will find out the vulnerable plugins in my website. Okay, it is processing in backend, and after a while it will show here. Okay, this is a very useful program for finding out the vulnerability of WordPress website. See there, here the https bitlabtech.com/readme.html file exposing a vulnerable version, who is exposing the vulnerable who is exposing the versions of my WordPress website. This program also very helpful to find out vulnerable plugins, WordPress version, directory listing, and many things. So you see there, enumerating installed plugins, only vulnerable ones. Okay, so let's see and what happens. Also see there is also information, upload directory has directory listing enabled. Okay, so wait until it completes. It is scanning, and when the scan will finish, then it will show the vulnerable plugins in my website. See there, here I am using the WordPress version 4.6.3 identified from the meta generator. WordPress theme I am using Cosine version 1.0.1. So if there are any known vulnerabilities of this theme, you can use that exploits and also gain access to the vulnerable themes. Okay, which file also giving information, you can see that in this description. Okay, readme.txt file, style.css, etc. Also here is an information, upload directory has directory listing enabled. That means if I upload any files to this upload folders by default in WordPress, then it will show the directory listing, which directory are available in my WordPress website will show here. So here is the process. I am already at the end of the process. Total process 1124 has done. So it is enumerating, and then it will show the see there I used here the VP plugin only. That means the vulnerable plugins it will show. If you wish, you can use enumerate directly. Yes, I am done here. So let's go and see that the installed plugins in my WordPress theme are showing here. The title, backup body, okay, then the rep slider and WordPress slider revolution, okay, site press, WPML, multiple plugins. Okay, so here is the color of red showing that this is dangerous, and also the error also showing here. Multi jQuery, pretty photo, DOM, cross-site scripting. So it is showing the vulnerable plugins list here, and if you want to destroy or get access in any WordPress website by this vulnerable plugin, you can search for the vulnerability in WP exploit. So just I am going to show you that the listed plugins here is truly exist in the website or not. So for that I am going to the BitLab tech website here, and then going to login, and see here plugins, install plugins. Yes, backup body, contact 7 from only vulnerable ons, WPML are exist here. So the list in the Kali Linux and in the website are same. Also you can see here that the WPML also the versions, new version available showing here. So I am not going to show how to do the exploit, use the exploit DB here. Okay, now I am going to show you another command. So for that just I am going to show how many users here in. So see here, from here users, and then all users. Here is only one user called Tapor. So now I will show you how to find out the users of a WordPress website by using Kali Linux WP command. Okay, so for that I use WP scan. Here WP scan means the WP scan program, then URL and parameter. Here the URL name, enumerate, U means user, so it will show how many users in the WordPress website. This will find out the user list of your WordPress website. Okay, just wait and see for the result. by finding out the username from the WordPress website, we can then do brute force attack for password attack. That's why I am finding out the username of the WordPress site. It may take some time, so just wait. The WPS control is very and most important tools for the hackers who want to hack any WordPress website, because it gives many information about the theme, about the installed plugins, about directory, about files in the website. Okay. I mostly use this, and I also use some another tools and techniques for finding out the vulnerabilities. Keep in mind that if your plugin is vulnerable, it will not show where is the vulnerability. So for that I use some another tools for finding out the vulnerability code, where is the code is the vulnerable is exist. And I also use do some manual testing for SQL injection and many others. Okay. WPS can just only shows the vulnerable application, vulnerable plugins, and username, use themes, and some information based disclosure, and it helps us to determine the which attack should I do now to the website. Such as here I am using the cosine theme, so version 1.0 point something. So if any vulnerability finds, okay, just see here the enumerated username here is Taposh. Okay, so now I will attack the WordPress website by using the directory password. Okay, for that first of all I will change the password. Okay, edit profile. Okay, I have changed the password now, and I'm going to make a open terminal, setting desktop, says what the last text. So I am going to attack the password. For that, see here is the command word list, then path, then threads. Okay, word list slash root desktop word list passwords 50. It will try for 50. Okay. Now it is trying to attack. So it is first finding the username and then it will attack by using the password from the word list. In that case, you may use the word list or dictionary available on the internet and many sites also. We have to wait until the process complete. Okay, after completion the process, it will find out the username and then try to break the password using the given word list. One thing that you may see here, the WordPress Ladder Revolution shell upload and also the reference from where you can get details information, all have reference here. So I will suggest you to follow the exploit DB reference. It will help you much more than other sites. So scan completed. Now it is enumerating usernames. Okay, sorry, I forgot one thing here. Here you have to supply username as Taposh and then password from the word list. It will try from the, as I find out the username in before, so I do not need to enumerate the username again. Just provide the username and then the password will try from the word list. Sorry for the delay. I am trying to show you all the process so that you can do it in better way. See there, here is the contact 7 form plugin. I have shown you in the WordPress website. Contact 7 plugins also there. JS Composer also available there. working, and maybe in the end of the process of finding the vulnerability of plugins, and then it will find out the username and password from the word list. That means here is asking, do you want to start brute force anyway? Press Y to yes. Starting the password brute force. Okay, see there how funny. I provided the username as Taposh, as I find out it in before by enumerating the WordPress by WP scan, and then I changed the password to ABC123, and also at least in the desktop. If you want to see here, this is the word list, and I have given the path here by the argument root slash desktop slash word list txt. Okay, and it is able to find out the username by enumerating. Okay, so in this way we can find out the vulnerability of any WordPress website and username of a WordPress website, and we can attack the brute force method by using this WP scan. Or at the end, I want to say that if you want to find out all the vulnerabilities at the time, then you do not need to pass any argument. Just type WP scan dash URL, then the URL of the website, and then dash enumerate. It will do everything. Find out the vulnerability plugins, find out the vulnerability themes, and many things by default. Okay, so here all the enumeration done. So see there, I just provided here only the enumerate command, not in any VP or VT or U. So it will then scan whole the website and find out all the vulnerable plugins, vulnerable themes, or install themes and usernames exist there. So you can use any command as you need from here. And sometimes one I forgot to mention here one command, that after getting the username, you just provide here username Taposh here, and then word list for password slash root slash desktop slash. It depends on your path where your word list is located. So here is the command all. Okay, so let's see what happened there. It is also enumerating thumb files. This is very also important. So by using the WP scan, you are able to find out the vulnerability of any plugins, of any themes, and also enumerate the username, directory listing, full path disclosure, and many other information, which gives a hacker to the door of a website. So I use it for finding the vulnerabilities of any website, and also if it suggests you any vulnerable plugins like that, multiple plugins, jQuery, Pretty Photo DOM, cross-site scripting, and how to exploit this, all the references are given here. I always use the exploit DB. If you click here, then you will be find out. Yes, yes, all the task has been finished. So I just used only enumerate command without any parameter passing. So it it has finished all the process by username, by finding out the vulnerable plugins, vulnerable themes, and it everything uh, by the single command. So you can use it if you do not have any sufficient knowledge in this. So this is all about WP scan, and now I am going to show you another process. I am going to use the Accountics web vulnerability scanner to find out the vulnerability of a WordPress website. So just click on web scanner, then type the web address and then click on start. It has been started, and it will find out the vulnerability of the website. Total 85, 89 requests, total number of requests will shown here, and progress will shown here. And if it find any vulnerabilities, then it will show here how many high risk vulnerabilities there, and medium, low, informational based error. So for that it may takes many times. So I am just going to it also show the directory listing here, site structure here. I am just going to show you how the errors, if you found any error like high or medium, then just click on the error and then click on the error, and you will find out the view HTTP headers, and it will show such as web application firewall detected. Click here, webs, and then here HTTP headers. See there, it was a GET request and cookie. This is the cookie of then all other information you may see there. Okay, and the response, HTTP response from the site after sending a request from the software is here. So if you find any vulnerability of the website, then you will get the information from the right side, view HTTP headers and other response, and also the reference how to remove the vulnerability or how to fix the vulnerability in WordPress website from here. So this is all about how to find out the vulnerabilities of a website. In the next tutorial I will show you how to find out the manually vulnerability of register and the SQL injection and other things of a WordPress website. So this is the first lesson about finding out the vulnerabilities of a website of WordPress, and in future I will show some another process.